Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing my Spring 2017 Blu-ray update. I thought I would do my update now because I don't imagine I'm going to be picking any more Blu-rays up for the rest of the month, so I figured I would just show what I've picked up over September, October and November, even though most of these were picked up during September and October, so I'm just going to get straight into it. And the first one that I have is actually one that I meant to show in my winter Blu-ray update, and that was Tomorrowland. I know not a lot of people like this movie, but I actually thought it was pretty good, and it was a different idea, and I would have actually liked to have seen more from this world, but I know it bombed at the box office, so I doubt we'll see any more from this franchise. So but yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked George Clooney in this, so I thought it was actually something a bit different to like a different type of film for him. So yeah, but I just thought I would show that I did actually pick this one up last season, but I didn't show it. I forgot to show it. So there we go. That was Tomorrowland. And now just going into the stuff that I've picked up, and the first few that I have are TV shows, and the first two I think were like absolute bargains, and they are Game of Thrones Season 5 and Season 6. So basically my dad and brother were watching Game of Thrones, like they'd never seen it before, and they were starting to watch it, and basically I owned Seasons 1 through to 4 because I have been previously watching it as the seasons aired, and I didn't feel the need to actually pick these up straight away. And then obviously they got to the point past the seasons where I didn't have, so my brother went out and got these, and then because he doesn't collect Blu-rays or that, he basically sold these to me for, I think it was $10. I'm pretty sure I paid for both of these, so it was $5 each. So I thought for HBO TV season on Blu-ray, $5 I thought was a bargain. So yeah, I haven't actually seen Season 7 yet because I think I'm planning on just getting as it gets closer to Season 8, I'll do a binge watch of all the I'll get Season 7 and then I'll watch all the seasons, and then I'll watch Season 8 or something like that. So, but yeah, I do have, I got Seasons 5 and 6 to add to my collection, so there's that one. And then the other TV season that I got was Legends of Tomorrow Season 3, Season 2 of Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 is currently airing, but I'm actually not watching any of, well actually I'm not watching any current TV shows that are currently airing at the moment, because I'm sort of keeping sort of saving them to then picking up the Blu-ray or waiting till they hit Netflix or Stan. But yeah, I do want to keep up with Legends of Tomorrow, so I did pick up Season 2 because out of the DC shows, this one is my favourite. I know a lot of people don't really like Legends of Tomorrow, but I always have fun with this show, so and yeah, and obviously I'll pick up Season 3 when that gets released, because then I can watch the newer episodes. But yeah, so I did get Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, and now I'm moving into the movies, and the first two that I have are actually rebuys, because well, actually both of my copies of these films were scratched, so I wanted to replace them. And the first one is I got the G.I. Joe 2 movie set with Rise of Cobra and Retaliation. I know a lot of people are saying, why did you bother rebuying these? And I actually like the G.I. Joe films. I know they're not perfect, but I've always had fun watching them, and I wanted to, because my copy of Rise of Cobra was scratched. It would only play up to 40 minutes, and then it wouldn't play for the rest of the film. And I just thought, you know what, it just works out cheaper just to get the box set, so I rebought it with Retaliation. So, and yeah, that's basically just why I got them in this set. So yeah, I know that a lot of people don't like these movies, but I do. So Yeah, and I wanted a working copy in my collection, so that's yeah, G.I. Joe. And then the other one that I repurchased was the Rocky Horror Picture Show, because this is a movie I watch every single October, and I do have the digibook version of this, but I don't know if it's just because, you know, of all the times that I've watched it, like, since, like, I picked that one up, but it doesn't, like, it stops at a certain part. Like, you can play the rest of the film, but it sort of skips, like, pretty much a good portion of the middle section, and I just thought, you know what, I'll just pick up a new copy for cheap, and that's what I ended up doing. So yeah, that's Rocky Horror Picture Show, so just sort of a rebuy of a movie I already have. And then the rest of the films are ones that I didn't own. So first one I have is a steelbook, which I know I've said, like, previously I don't really collect these, but like the past, I think 3 updates I've done, I've had a steelbook in all of them. So but I did get the Finding Dory steelbook. It doesn't actually say it on the cover, but actually all the spine for that matter, but this was a really good price for like a Disney steelbook, so I thought I would just go ahead and add it to my collection. So and that's just what it's like inside. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed Finding Dory. I think I may have liked it more than Finding Nemo, but I've got to rewatch Finding Nemo first, because it's been a few years since I've seen that one, and I didn't rewatch it in the lead up to seeing Finding Dory. But yeah, I quite enjoyed this, so I wanted to add it to my collection, and yeah, it's a nice steelbook as well, so there we go. And then I finally added a film that I've been after basically since I saw it, and that is Birdman, which of course won the Best Picture from 2015. I think that was when the Oscars, this one won the Oscar. So but yeah, I thought this was actually a really good film. I thought Michael Keaton was he did a really good job with this, and yeah, I thought it was sort of an interest. Oh, I think that was like sort of like the point with the like the parallels between him, like his character's life and his own, like with the whole playing, like being known for playing a comic book superhero, and then you know, trying to be taken seriously as like an actor, and like with his like trying to develop a stage show, and then just, yeah, just sort of dealing with all like, you know, his personal and his professional life. And yeah, I really did like this one, so I wanted to add it to my collection, and yeah, so that one is a Birdman. And then a film I know a lot of people didn't really like, but I thought it was okay for what it was, and that is The Great Wall. It wasn't what I was expecting when I saw it, because I think I had a different idea of what it was going to. I mean, I knew it was sort of like, you know, they're obviously at the Great Wall, but I had this idea that there was sort of like about keeping something out, or I had a different. I don't really know. I can't really explain what I thought, but it wasn't quite what I was thinking it was. But you know, I still enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it probably more than what a lot of people did, but yeah, I had fun with it, so I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna add it to my collection. So yeah, don't really have much else to say, just that I actually liked this movie. So yeah, that's The Great Wall. And then I also finally added Minions to my collection, because I've been rewatching the Despicable Me films, because I have I'm currently renting Despicable Me 3, because I missed that one in cinema, but I wanted to rewatch the films and then obviously rewatch Minions. So I finally got round to adding Minions to the collection, because I didn't have this one, even though I did see it back when it first came out. But I do like the Minions, but I think I definitely prefer them in the Despicable Me films than in their own movie. But of course everyone knew it was only like a matter of time before they got their own spin-off. But I think there's a sequel coming as well, but but yeah, like, you know, it's fine for what it is, but yeah, I like the Despicable Me films better. So yeah, anyway, that's Minions. And then the next few are actually horror related films. A couple of them sort of to complete some series, and I picked up Resident Evil, the final chapter. I rewatched the Resident Evil films last month, and I enjoy them, but I think because I rewatched them last year as well, I think I need to give them like a bit of a gap between rewatching, because yeah, it's not a series that I need to rewatch every single like October or, you know, every year. But yeah, I do like them, and I thought this one was you know, I thought this was a nice wrap up to this franchise, and it's probably like my third favorite, I think, out of like the series. So because I did actually see this one in cinema, so this was like my second time seeing it this year. But yeah, I wanted to rewatch the Resident Evil films this year, so I decided to go ahead and pick up the last one. So yeah, so that's Resident Evil, the final chapter. And similar to this one, I got Underworld Blood Wars. Again, I rewatched the Underworld series this past month, and because it actually, in the cases of the first, like the early Underworld films, I hadn't seen them in years, so it was interesting sort of going back and revisiting that. But I didn't actually quite enjoy Blood Wars. I'd say it's probably my second favorite of the sequels, since like obviously the first one's still my favorite, but then I would probably rank this one as my second favorite. But yeah, I mean, the sequels do vary in terms of like quality, but overall I do enjoy them. But again, with Resident Evil, I think it's like a series I don't need to like consistently rewatch. So, but it was fun sort of revisiting the early ones, and yeah, I wanted to add Blood Wars to series. I don't know if there's plans for a sixth one, so I know at the time it was being touted as the last Underworld film, but I don't know if there's going to be more, or they'll probably like reboot the franchise, or because I think that's what they're doing with Resident Evil. So, but anyway, I did pick up Underworld Blood Wars. And then another film which seems to be a bit of a theme with this update, a lot of people didn't seem to like, but I actually thought out of the more recent found footage films, like that, sort of the ones that are done like quite cheaply, and like they're just sort of putting them out to, you know, just trying to make money basically. But the one I got was Unfriended, and this one actually surprised me, because I thought it was quite effective, taking place like all on social media, like especially since how big social media is these days. And yeah, I thought this one was quite effective in how it told the story, and yeah, it was very suspenseful, I thought, and like quite creepy. And I will say, like, I think as what most people have pointed out, like the last 2 seconds of the film are probably like not really needed, because I think it would have been like a perfect ending just with the reveal of the video, and then it just sort of ended. But yeah, I think it would have cut it off at that point. It would have yeah, it would have been like the better ending. But I still really do enjoy this film, and yeah, I rewatched it last month as well. So but yeah, so I did pick up Unfriended. And then I ended up getting 2 new releases over this past spring. And the first one that I got was Spider-Man Homecoming. Basically because with this one, because I was, hang on, let me start that again. With all the, you know, Spider-Man releases and how many Spider-Man movies there are, I must say that by the time this one was like announced and it was coming closer, I really wasn't looking forward to it, because I was just like, oh, another Spider-Man movie, even though I knew this one would be a bit different. And I did actually enjoy Tom Holland's portrayal of Spider-Man in Civil War, but I was just like, a whole Spider-Man movie. And then like I still went to see it, because, you know, I see all the MCU movies in the cinema, and I went to see it, and then I ended up being very pleasantly surprised, because I had so much fun with this movie. And yeah, I think I still prefer like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, but like, I do really enjoy Tom Holland's performance, and I'm thinking probably in the new year I'm going to do like a rewatch of all the Spider-Man films, and then sort of see what like how I sort of rank them, because it's been a while since I've seen the original Spider-Man trilogy, like the Sam Raimi one, but yeah, I did really enjoy Spider-Man Homecoming, so I wanted to add that to my MCU film collection. And then last but certainly not least, I picked up Wonder Woman. Yeah, I loved this film, which seems like the general consensus, I think, is a lot of people did love this one. I'm one of the people who actually likes the DCEU films. Like, I like, you know, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad. I liked all of those films. But, yeah, this one was definitely a step up. I think, I don't know, I just really enjoy this. I sort of love, you know, the whole period setting, and yeah, I thought Gal Gadot was really good as Wonder Woman. Like, she carries the film really well, and yeah, I sort of, you know, I liked the supporting cast, and yeah, I just thought this was yeah, it was like definitely like, so I think it's what, 75 years since before we got like Wonder Woman on the big screen, so I thought it was definitely like, it definitely did justice to the character. And yeah, so I thought yeah, definitely wanted to add this one to my collection as well, so because I've rewatched them all recently, so like the DCEU films in preparation for Justice League. So, but yeah, definitely can't wait for more like Wonder Woman. So there we go. So that's that one, and that is everything that I picked up over the past few months. So yeah, so not obviously as much as what I used to collect, but since I'm being very selective with what I tend to pick up these days. But I think for like the summer, I'm probably going to be splitting them into two parts, because obviously with like December you've got Christmas and Boxing Day sales, so I'll probably just do a separate video for that, because my birthday's at the beginning of February, and I probably will be buying myself some Blu-rays for that, so there'll probably be two separate Blu-ray updates rather than just combining them into the one. But yeah, I'm sort of planning on going and picking up a few releases that I've been wanting for a while, but just sort of waiting till they you know, hit the multi-deals, because that's sort of the best way to buy them. So, but yeah, so that was it for this update. So thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time. Bye!